In terms of liability, physical liability, there's next to none. I think a paper cut is probably the best way to put that. I think ours is more confidentiality, but even that, honestly, is reduced to quite a degree. I think anyone in here that works in the schools knows just about anything and everything is a public record. So for us, it was, it's more of a treat it with respect, confidentiality type deal. We just had our interns sign the same confidentiality forms that we have everybody sign when they come to work. One of the things I think that surprises a lot of folks is that even juvenile cases are public records. So anyone in here that is an intern, do know if you get in trouble, the businesses can get access to your records. But really, I think the field trip job shadow approach is exactly what we did. It's if you're just going to come into the office and file paperwork and index names and shuffle files around for court, that's boring. I mean, what are you going to learn doing that? You're going to learn nothing about the actual day to day of what we do. We kind of we've got a much smaller office. I've got 2 part-time assistant prosecutors that are each there 2.5 days a week. I've got 1 law clerk for our felony cases, 1 clerk for our county court cases, and a victim's advocate, and that's it. And that covers everything for the county. So it's real easy for us to just kind of attach an intern to the hip and say, come on with me, we're going to go do this today. And so the goal really was get exposure to what we do in the office, but also get exposure to what everybody else does around us. And it's all sort of the same liability concerns because almost everyone we work with is public service. So if it's the sheriff's office, if it's, well, to a much greater extent, confidentiality, children's services, but the probation department, the judges, it's all government work. It's all publicly available stuff. So pretty easy. And it actually made it a lot of fun because then you really take a lot of the stress out of, gosh, what do I have to hide? What can't I have out on my desk? There's just none of that. It's what kind of questions do you have? What can we answer? What do you want to see? How do we make this the best experience for you? And I really enjoyed it. I think she really enjoyed it as well. The job shadow approach really, I think, is the best way to get buy-in, because that's huge for those of you in high school. Like, God, I know it was busy when I was in high school. You've got school till 3, club sports now year round. You've got extracurriculars. You get home at 6, 7, do your homework, maybe eat dinner, maybe sleep some, and then you're supposed to find out what you want to do for the rest of your life. So we really wanted to make it. We wanted some real buy-in from our side, because if someone is putting themselves out there to say, hey, I really want to invest the time to learn here, I want to make it worth their while. Because if your community doesn't buy in on you, why stick around? I mean, I can't think of, I guess, a better way to put that, because there's always been this push to, if you want to be successful, you've got to move to these urbanized areas, these suburban areas, and it kind of hurts, the rural southeast corner. But I think, as we've seen a lot with, especially post-COVID and, the work from home and the remote work, that's not the case anymore. So the goal for buy-in now is greater than it's ever been before, and there's never been a better opportunity to have success growing your own.